Minglaba, today Chuuinparis has become Chuu's in India. As a Myanmar artist living in France, coming here feels like coming closer to my roots. Our culture have such a deep Asian link. The air, the color, and the spirit here remind me so much of home. I'm not here as a travel blogger, but as an artist hunting for history and looking for inspiration to take my work deeper. Today, I'm going to visit one of the 7 wonders of the world, Taj Mahal. When people say India, that is the first monument they imagine. Let's go and hunt the history with me. Taj Mahal, this is a tomb built to bury only for one person. To understand this place, you have to understand the culture. The Taj Mahal is the crown jewel of Mughal architecture. When I say Mughal, you might think, what is it? Think of a powerful dynasty that ruled India for 300 years. They were famous for their incredible wealth and a unique style that blended Persian, Islamic, and Indian art. They didn't just build monuments, they built masterpieces that changed the world's skyline forever. One thing that you will notice in India is that wherever you see a grand tomb like this, it is often from the Muslim tradition. In Islam, they bury their loved ones, which is why we have these magnificent tombs. To know about this beautiful tomb, we need to dig a little bit about the history. These were built by Emperor Shah Jahan for his soulmate, Mumtaz Mahal. She had other wives for political reasons, but she was the only one he truly loved. Their story is breathtaking. They had 14 children together as the result of their true love, and she died giving birth to the last one. The king spent the next 22 years building this to show his grief. So to this kind of a massive building, we might need a lot of people to build. So people from all over the world, especially from Persia, the Ottoman Empire, and the Afghanistan, they came here to work for the king. And the king didn't just pay them, he provided everything they needed to live and create. Think about that. At the time, they didn't have a translator or Google Translate application back then. This is so interesting for me as an artist. These people spoke different languages, so they worked together through body language, shared vision, and the art itself. Art was their only translator. I don't think they will finish this building within 22 years if all the artists has to learn the language, because I know it's difficult and long, and I'm living in Paris and I still cannot speak the influence French, and if I have to work as an artist only when I can speak good French, I think it might take a lot of time. Okay, let's go back to Taj Mahal. And look at this beautiful building. This is what a man does when he's really in love. So I'm not asking for much, but next time a man doesn't put effort into me, and I'm going to think about the Taj Mahal again. It is so much more than just white stone. It feels soft. I'm thinking about the thousands of hands that carried these marbles here. Piece by piece, brought it from thousands of miles away. And all these tiny colorful stones hidden in this wall, jade, crystal, lapis, that glow differently at every hour of the day. It's like the building is wearing jewelry. And the silhouette of these stones were inspired by the grace and curve of a woman. I can see it now. The shape of it isn't just a building. Look at the top. It's like the headwear of a woman. The way the line moves down is like her neck, her shoulder. The whole silhouette is a woman standing there. It's like the king didn't want to build a tomb. He wanted to bring her back to life in the shape of a palace. And then there are these 4 towers, standing like guardians at the corners. But they aren't perfectly straight. When you look at it, they actually lean outward, just a tiny bit. It was intentional. If the earthquake ever happened, it won't fall on it and crush the palace. It's gonna fall away from it. Even the engineering was an act of protection, a way to keep her safe forever. These were built on the 1632 and the 1653. Now let's go inside. After you bought the ticket, they give this kind of shoe protection so you won't destroy the floor and the creation of that time. So be careful, the artwork. When you enter, you see two beautiful tombs in the center. But here is the secret, they are actually replica. The real body of the king and queen are not inside there. So I might say they are like only a shell or empty inside. But the real body of them are buried in the quiet room directly just right below us, which only open once a year for the people to go and see. Usually, Mughal architecture is perfectly symmetrical, everything in a mirror image. But if you look at it, this tomb, the king is placed slightly to the side, breaking the perfect balance. The bigger one is for the king and the smaller one is for the queen. The queen tomb is exactly in the center, so when I was standing in the middle through the door and then through the entrance, I see the queen tomb in the center. But the king is placed slightly to the side, breaking the perfect balance. Why? Because this Taj Mahal was originally built only for Mumtaz Mahal, the queen. The king never intended to be buried here. There is a famous legend that Shah Jahan wanted to build a black Taj Mahal exactly across the river, a mirror image in black marble at his own tomb. There is a river in front of this white Taj Mahal, so he was imagining this river might be a bridge between two. So they will be looking at to each other, facing to each other together. But his dream never came true. Before he could even start building his own black Taj Mahal tomb, his own son, Aurangzeb, overthrew him. He used overspending as a reason to take the throne. Claiming his father was wasting the country wealth, he locked his father away in the Agra fort for the last 8 years of his life. Shah Jahan spent his final years looking at the Taj Mahal from a prison window, unable to visit his wife's grave. When he finally died, his son just placed him right here, next to Mumtaz, because it was the easiest and the cheapest option. So why we see it as a romantic today is actually a sad ending to his grand vision. Even a king has family drama. Shah Jahan was obsessed with building. He wasn't just built only this Taj Mahal. He was the richest and the most powerful man at that time, so no wonder when he wanted to do something, he could make it happen. He created also in Delhi the famous monument, the Raj Fort and the Jama Maha. But the only one thing he didn't get was his own final monument, his tomb. Taj Mahal is the sign of love. That's why there are a lot of couples in front of Taj Mahal taking a picture, and it is also famous for coming and visiting as a couple or the honeymoon. I have seen many couples taking the romantic picture in front of it, and my guide told me that it is the perfect place to come and visit for honeymoon. After seeing and visiting this place in person, I'm thinking if the powerful king could face prison for his love, girl, we all deserve a little effort from a man who wants our love, right? You are not too much. This is what Taj Mahal is reminding us. Okay, enough talking about love. Now let's talk about art. As an artist, what leaves me speechless is the marble screen, which is called the jali and surrounding the tomb. It looks like delicate lace, but it's actually a solid marble. They carved these thin flowering vines out of one single massive panel of marble stone. One wrong move, one tiny crack, and the whole piece will be ruined. They didn't connect small pieces, they breathed life into a giant rock. It is a masterpiece of patience. This is one of the most difficult ways of creating art in the world. I immediately noticed the patterns. Even inside, It is not paint, it is precious stone like jade and crystal filled into that marbles. The nature-based binds and leaf remind me so much of our traditional Myanmar patterns because in Myanmar and India, we have sun all year around and colorful landscape. So we love to decorate our pagoda and a monument with vibrant floral motifs. Even with different religion, that love for nature-based art is the same. These patterns make me feel like home. Many people come and visit here. I even had to struggle at the entrance security gate. This place isn't only busy now. Before, it was also a massive busy bazaar, a global trading hub. There were 128 rooms used by the attendants and long-distance trader. See the arches around the square. Each arch represents one room for the traveler. My guide said at the time the visitor arrived and they tied their horse or donkey in front of that arch and covered it with tapestry or carpet and used it as a hotel room. They were like the hotel of the 17th century. Many people come here to find the latest and finest fashions, clothes, and good stuff. On one side, you had the silent white tomb of love, and on the other, the loud, chaotic energy of a world market. It was the city that never slept, all built around someone who was sleeping forever. When you pass the entrance gate, look up on the roof. There are domes. There are 11 domes on this side and another 11 domes on the other side. They represent the year of building this palace. At the time, they had no calendar or phone, so each represent 1 year of building. So total 22 domes and 22 years. That was how they counted. After visiting this whole Taj Mahal, so I have a question for you. If you were an artist back then, will you have left your home for 22 years to work on this masterpiece? Also, I would like to know if you have any new thoughts or ideas after visiting with me. I'm moving on to the next city and keep hunting the history in India to find the next piece of this historical puzzle. If you want to see how these stories link together, make sure to follow along because if you don't subscribe now, we might never meet again and you will miss the rest of the hunt. I booked this hotel for quite a long time. For the Taj Mahal view, I woke up and so excited to see the view and look at the view. It's so white. So this is what I came for. This is what I booked for that. It's 11 a.m. so we started to see tiny little bit. Not bad. I woke up sleepy and they are also sleepy. They are not the monkeys. I booked a private car from Delhi to Agra to visit the Taj Mahal and look at this road. It's covered by white just because of this winter and also pollution, so we barely can see anything. And the road has a lot of trash on the In front of the Taj Mahal, there are so many photographers, they might ask you to take the picture. For one picture is 100 rupees. I had to take the picture with them because as you see, it's all white. So I tried to take a picture with my phone, but it's much better with their camera. So I decided to pay.